session on epistemology, methods of knowledge acquisitions in Islamic and Western perspective. My name is Horizanya Dinda Yusra. In this video, I will explore how different civilizations, especially Islam and the Western, develop their understanding of knowledge, truth, and the process of knowing. Let's begin. Epistemology is fundamental branch of philosophy that asks a very important question. How do we know what we think we know? The way a civilization answers this question shapes this worldview, is science, and even is culture. The term epistemology comes from the Greek words episteme, meaning knowledge, and logos, meaning study or reason. But Islamic and Western tradition often reject different frameworks in the search for truth. Understanding this difference helps us appreciate the diversity of human truth. In the Islamic perspective, knowledge is gained through a combination of revelation, reason, and intuition or spiritual instinct. These three work together to create a holistic system of knowing. Meanwhile, in the Western tradition, knowledge is developed through a variety of schools, including rationalism, empiricism, criticism, positivism, and many others. These schools often debate and challenge each other, resulting in continuous development through history. When discussing epistemology, there are three major questions we always encounter. 1. Sources of knowledge. Where does knowledge come from? From reason, experience, revelation, or intuitions? 2. Validity. How do we prove that a piece of knowledge is true? 3. Methods of acquisitions. How do we obtain knowledge? Through logic, experiment, observations, or reflections. These three questions form the foundation of our epistemological discussions. The Islamic tradition offers three main approaches, and all three complement one another. 1. Bayani, textual knowledge. 2. Burhani, rational knowledge. 3. Irfani, intuitive or spiritual knowledge. These approaches are integrated to create a balanced understanding of truth. The Bayani approach is based on the authority of sacred texts, the Quran and the Hadith. Truth is measured by consistency with revelation strength, provide divine authenticity of the stability in moral and legal decisions. Weakness can become rugged if detected from reasoning, difficult to adapt to rapid social change. The Burhani approach relies on logic, reason, and demonstrative proof. It uses Aristotelian logic and encourages scientific thinking. Strength encourages critical thinking, supports scientific and technological progress. Weakness limited to matters reason cannot answer spiritual and metaphysical questions. The Irfani approach gains knowledge through inner purification, intuition, and spiritual experience. It focuses on the heart, the soul, and personal transformation. Strength goes beyond rational needs, profit, deep instinct into each and spirituality. Weakness, highly subjective and personal, hard to verify objectively. deductively. Let's begin with the foundation of Western epistemology, rationalism. Rationalism believes that true knowledge comes from the mind and reason, not from the sense. In use deductive reason and focus in innate or built-in idea. Example include mathematics and logic. Empiricism. Empiricism, on the other hand, claims that knowledge comes from experience through the five senses. In use inductive reason based on observation and experiment. Example include physics and biology. These two approaches from the earliest debate in Western philosophy. Immanuel Kant proposed a synthesis of rationalism and empiricism. He argued that knowledge is the result of a cooperation between sensory experience and rational structure of the mind. However, Kant also stated that humans can only know phenomena, or things as they appear to us, but not noumena, or things as they truly are in themselves. This became one of the foundations of modern epistemology. There are two important schools in modern Western thought. Positivism. Positivism says that only empirical, scientifically verified data can be considered valid knowledge. It focuses heavily on observation, experimentation, and verification. Its weakness is that it reduces reality only to what can be observed. Critical theory. Critical theory argues that knowledge is not natural. It is shaped by power, ideology, and social interests. Its goal is uncover domination and raise critical awareness. However, sometimes it can become too political. In contemporary times, three theories are especially influential. Post-positivism. Truth may exist, but humans can never understand it perfectly. Knowledge must always be open to critical and falsifications. Constructivism. Knowledge is constructed, not discovered. It is shaped by social interaction, culture, and human interpretations. Intuitionalism. Knowledge can come from direction instinct or intuitions without logical reasoning or empirical evidence. Here is a simple comparison of both traditions. Islam, holistic integrates scripture, reason and spiritually, accept multiple sources of knowledge, and for ultimate truth for both this world and the hereafter, was more segmented, each school standard on its own priorities. Reason and empirical observation inform truth that can be logical or scientifically proven. Both offer rich contribution to our understanding for knowledge. In conclusion, both Islamic and Western epistemology provide valuable insights. Islamic epistemology contributes ethical and spiritual grounding that can guide the use of knowledge. Western epistemology contributes systematic and rigorous method for testing and developing science. Today, integrating these two approaches help us build a more balanced, ethical, and comprehensive understanding of knowledge, one that is rational, empirical, and spiritual. Thank you for watching this presentation.